Hey, man. Hey, y'all keep working. Joe Biden has destroyed 261 years of a military tradition. 261 years of service destroyed by Joe Biden. When I'm pretty spun up right now. He has harmed my daughter. Joe Biden has harmed my daughter, and because of it, he has lost access to the rest of my children. For the rest of his administration, there will be none of my children who serve under him or anyone like him. The first member of my family to come to this country came in 1760. He was a captain in the militia. I'm not sure if he was served during the French and Indian War, the 7 Years' War, or if he served during the Revolutionary War. I tend to think he served in the Revolutionary War because his son was a sergeant major at the Battle of New Orleans. We show up in the Civil War. One of our ancestors' name shows up on the roll as a drummer boy. His son was a World War I doughboy. We have a family photograph of him in his World War I uniform. He was a little older. He was born late. He was born later in his father's life, and then he was 26 when he went to World War I. But he served overseas. His son was a big damn hero in World War II, had 5 ships blown out from underneath him. His father served. That would be my father. I served. We're a little bit like Lieutenant Dan's family.
Yes.
But we all lived for some reason, somehow, some way. All 3 of my brothers served. We served in all 4 branches, Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force. And now it's time, and we're very, very, very proud of that. We are the warrior class. It defines who we are. It does, and it defines who we are. It definitely defines who I am. Those 5 years I spent in the Marine Corps dominate my life. The next generation is serving. I've got a son-in-law in the Marines, although he doesn't like me and we don't speak. I still claim him. And my stepdaughter's in the Air Force, and she has a genetic condition that makes her prone to blood clots. This isn't something made up, it's documented. And she asked for a waiver from this stupid vaccine, and they refused to give it to her. They made her take a shot that causes blood clots when she's predisposed towards blood clots. I got a few thoughts on this, none of them are good. Let's go Brandon first off. When my older sons were in high school, they played football. And I'd get to go to their games sometimes, not often, but sometimes I'd get to go to their games. And I remember seeing my precious boy in the bottom of a pile of giant football players, thinking that it ain't worth it. You know, if they got their heads blown off fighting the Taliban, I could be okay with that. But it bothered me to see them, getting hurt in a football game. And my older son did get hurt. I think he's got steel pins in both arms from football injuries. One son's about to graduate high school, and his older brother's about to graduate college, and they were both planning to go to the Marine Corps. One was going to commission as an officer, and he would have been a superb officer, and the younger son was going to enlist. He's a lot like his daddy. No more. Joe Biden doesn't get any more of my children. I'm sorry. I let you have one, and you harmed her for no reason other than to enrich your cronies, for no reason other than to make a bunch of money for a billion-dollar corporation. You've harmed my daughter. Fuck you. I don't even no let's go, nothing. Fuck you. I got nothing for you. Well, I got something for you, but you won't like it. These boys I'm talking about are not sissy boys. Like I said, they were football players, athletes. My older son would be superb officer material. He's thoughtful, he's thorough, he's attentive, he's big, he's strong, he's selfless. My younger son is a lot like me, or rides a motorcycle, a much better athlete than I am. Both of these boys they're young men, are better athletes than I ever was. They're bigger than I am, stronger than I am. They are all around better than me, and you can't have them. I will not, look, we were never ever loyal to a name. I've got a whole video about how we don't owe Amerigo Vespucci jack shit, and we don't. We were loyal to institutions, and we were loyal to principles, and we were loyal to traditions. And you have taken all of that and you have killed it. You killed it a long time ago. You know, between abortion and the gay rights agenda and the horrificness that's going on, and then transgenderism, that stuff that happened in Loudoun County, shame on all of us. Shame on all of us. We should be out there with pitchforks and torches burning lots of things down. But I tell you what, I don't have to give you any more of my children, and you can protect yourselves from now on. Let's see how that works, you transgendered lesbian penguins. Let's see you protect yourselves. Bullshit. You're not capable of it. That's why y'all live in this bubble, this weird little bubble, where you think the way things are is the way they have to be or they always will be. That is not the case. You live in the most safest, richest, secure, freest, most comfortable, easiest little bubble that's ever existed, and it's unnatural. You don't deserve it. It's not yours. It's not your birthright. It was secured for you by better men, and you've stuck your thumb in our eyes too many times. We're done. I've heard lots of anecdotal evidence that, about, you heard the thing about the SEALs. They were going to make the SEALs pay for their training. You're going to make the SEALs pay for their training. I'd hate to give the Navy credit for anything, but some of the strongest, toughest, most capable, these are like professional athletes with doctoral degrees. That's who these men are at those higher levels of we all think about the SEALs, but it's not just the SEAls. All the branches have their high-end special forces teams. The SEAls are certainly the most visible. These are men who could succeed in any walk of life, and you're going to be like, you all must take the shot. You must take the shot, or we're going to throw you out and make you pay us back the millions of dollars it costs to turn them into what they are. Screw you. This is a society that cannot exist. This cannot stand. You can't stand anymore. You can't live like this. You can't let bisexual boys in skirts rape girls in the most horrific way possible, and then protect the rapist, and then turn around and tell the people who protect you, oh no, you gotta do this. You gotta do what we say. You got to take this shot no matter what you think. Your children have to take this shot no matter what we say. Screw you. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I don't always. I have a bad swearing problem. I tried to normally minimize it on the channel, but that's all I got for you. Fuck you. You're on your own. Defend yourself. If you're that smart, if you're that capable, if you think that you're the one who should be dictating everything to everyone else, defend yourself. See what happens. See how well you do it. Now you're going to have to go from an all-volunteer military/police force, and you're going to have to go to a conscript army. And you know what? You are not going to like it. You are not going to like it. But you have lost all credibility. You cannot be trusted with my children, and you will not get any more of my children. We're done. 261 years of military service. 261 years of military service. An almost unbroken chain. There might be one or two here and there that missed. And you know what? I'm just talking about my father's side. I'm talking about my mother's family. My mother's father served in Korea from the beginning of the war almost all the way to the end. He was in the thick of it. Serious combat veteran. That was her father. Her maternal grandfather fought in World War II, was a Seabee in the Pacific. All right, that's who we are. You have lost us. Who's going to defend you now? Who's going to fight your wars now? Now what do you do when you're this soft, weak, geriatric old man with hair plugs. Not that there's anything wrong if you got hair plugs. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying. And you are angering and alienating yourself from the people who protect you. And you need protection because you're rich. You're filthy, stinking rich. And I'm not talking about Joe Biden here, all of us. We live in America. We're rich. Look, that's a double-wide trailer. On the world stage, my double-wide trailer is a palace. I mean, people all over the world would sacrifice whatever it took to live in my double-wide trailer because it's warm and it's dry and it's spacious by world standards. I think it's 1,700 square foot. We got 9 people in there. By American standards, we're, impoverished hillbillies. By world standards, I'm one of the wealthiest men in the world. Top 10th percent. Top 10th percent. Anyway, so there you go. Protect yourselves, you worthless pieces of trash. We'll see how that goes for you. You think you're so smart. You think you're qualified to run the entire world. It's fine. Run it without us. See how it goes.